Hello and welcome to the AI Income Workshop. My name is Marshall, and in this training, I'm going to show you how to build a faceless AI income in just 7 days. All right, I hope you guys are excited because I'm going to show you some things that I believe can really change the way that you see business, especially in the online space using AI. It's going to definitely help you to be able to create some great income for yourself. Before we actually get into that, who is Marshall and what qualifies me to take you through this training? Okay, so my full name is Marshall Malaba, and these are just some images from some of my social media accounts. I've been working in the online space for about 6 years now, and I've been building my audiences on different platforms. This is me with my YouTube channel, plug here that I got. Currently, I've got a channel with about 122,000 subscribers. It was quite a journey to get to this point, but I got to this point by learning how to create income online and sharing what I learned with my online audience. And so you can also find me on these other platforms as well. And one of the things that I've managed to do for myself is that I document my journey. I document when I make money online and how I'm making money online. I normally share it on my YouTube channel. And basically, I've come to a point where I've earned about 4 million rands, which is about 240,000 US dollars. I live in South Africa, in Cape Town, and that's the money that I've earned in South African currency. And just to show you one of my websites so that you guys don't say that, no, this guy is just talking from his head, but where's the actual proof? So now this is one of my websites, right? This is the back end. In other words, this is where you can make the changes on the website. If I click here, I'll show you the actual website, what it actually looks like. This is the website. You can go and find it for yourself, yourbuscity.com. But in the back end, right, if I come here and I click on store, you'll be able to see the transactions that are happening in my account. For example, this is money that's just coming in the last few days, right? So, but if I change this to all time, you'll be able to see on just this platform alone, I've earned over $27,000. And that's specifically from selling digital products. Digital products is when you're selling stuff like PDFs, online courses, audios, basic stuff that teaches and educates people about maybe something that they want to learn. For myself, I teach people about how to start YouTube channels and how to make money from them. I teach people how to do freelancing, how to do web design, and many other things. So what I'm just trying to show you is that I make money from what I'm about to show you. I'm not just saying this to brag, but I'm saying it to show you that I actually know what I'm talking about. Okay. And so also, like, not only have I been able to make money for myself, but I've been teaching other people to be able to do the same thing for themselves as well. And this is one of my recent success stories. This is one of my students. I was training her, helping her, and she managed to make over 145,000 rands in the space of about 3 months, right? For that's, if you convert that to dollars, because I understand not everyone watching this is from South Africa, that's about $8,000 for someone who was making money online for the first time, right? And so there are many other testimonials that you can also find on my website. For example, here, this is one of my programs where I was actually training people and showing them how to sell digital products, right? And you can see some of the testimonials there. I have bought challenges like this before, Marshall. Your challenge is the most authentic, transparent, and straightforward. God expand your horizons, put you honestly, right? There are so many people who are just giving some positive responses. There's so many people who sent in some video testimonials. This is just to show you that I know what I'm talking about. It's not to brag, but it's just to give you confidence that, okay, what I'm going to show you, it actually works. Okay, let's proceed now. Now, most people trying to make money with AI are doing it the wrong way, right? What do I mean by they're doing it the wrong way? They are playing with tools. In other words, they discover some new AI tool, they play around with it, and then they hope that that tool is going to make them money. But you don't just make money by playing with tools, right? Other people are just watching a lot of videos. People go to YouTube, they watch lots of videos about AI, and then they feel good about themselves because they are learning. But you don't make money by just learning about AI. You make money by implementing. And I'm going to show you how you can implement. Some people are just saving prompts. Prompts mean like AI, you need to tell it what to do, right? You need to give it very specific instructions, and we call those prompts. So some people are just, they keep writing prompts, they keep finding prompts that they can use for AI, but then they don't do anything with that, with those prompts. And because of this misconception of how AI actually works, a lot of people are making zero income online. Okay, so AI doesn't make money, right? AI doesn't make money. AI itself is not going to make any money. What makes money is systems that you can use with AI. They are the ones that are going to help you to make money. When I say a system, I mean like a certain business model, right? There's so many business models that are out there in the world, right? You can take AI and use them with various business models. And I'm going to give you examples of some as we go on, right? But you can take them and use AI with them. And then that's when you start making money. You don't make money by just having an AI software. So the right system can transform your efforts into actual income. So today I'm going to show you the exact 5-part system that you can use to build a faceless AI income stream in just 7 days. That's my promise to you. That's what you can expect to see inside of this training. The first thing that we need to take note of is what I call the big shift, right? There's an old way of running an online business, and then there's a new way of running an online business. The old way is the one that I used 7 years ago when I started running online businesses, when I started like my YouTube channel and just trying to create income for myself. The old way is that you needed to show your face, right? You needed to show your face. You need to get on camera. You needed to be confident. You needed to create content and then put yourself out there, right? And then you need to edit a lot of content and then just put it out there on the internet. This is one of the leading ways to get burnt out. And trust me, I got burnt out so many times. I gave up so many times. I lost hope so many times. But one of the reasons why I qualified to be in front of you today is I just didn't give up. I just kept on coming back. Okay, right. That's the old way of running a business. But now the new way is that you can record content once, right? You just need to record content once. Remember, I said here I was doing it consistently, but here you record one piece of content. And then with that piece of content, you build what's called an AI avatar. And I will show you an explanation, or I'll show you a demonstration of what an AI avatar is just now, right? You're going to build an avatar, and then you use that avatar to generate unlimited content. Unlimited content, meaning that there's a lot of content you're going to be sharing, and then you put that content on the internet, right? And then you attach an offer to that content. When I say an offer, I mean something that you are selling. It can be a physical product, it can be a digital product, like an ebook or a course, right? And then you scale from there. Now, this is the basic thing that I'm going to be talking and walking us through this whole training. Let me give you an example of what an avatar is, because some of you are probably thinking, what the hell is an AI avatar? Right. So just 3 quick examples that I'll show you right here. Okay. So the first one is this one.
But AI is about to replace all influencers.
Yeah.
And you're looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm not real.
Let me just play that again.
Some people are going to hate me for saying this, but AI is about to replace all influencers.
Yeah.
And you're looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm not real.
This is a lady who is saying that AI is going to replace all influencers. Influencers are people who create content. And she says she knows why, because she's not real. She's actually AI. In other words, this person that you're seeing on your screen is actually an AI avatar. This is what we are talking about. Someone who is created online, they live online. They're not a real human. You're never going to meet this person in real life. But can you see she's appearing on a podcast, she's having an interview with someone, and she's talking. So this is what we are going to be able to do by the end of this training. Let me give you another example right here. Here's another example of this lady right here. It has some sound, but I'm not going to play the sound because I just want to explain. You see this small clip here. This is the actual person, and you can see she's just either sleeping on a bed or she's on a pillow somewhere there. You can see that her makeup is not done, and maybe she just woke up in the morning. She hasn't really prepared herself, but she created a virtual version of herself. We call this an AI twin. And then this AI twin is the one that creates the content that she posts online, right? She can record content in her pajamas, but then the AI version of her will come. Can you see how she's looking good? She's got a bit of makeup. She's got some jewelry there. She's got a wedding ring. Her hair is done. She's looking good. Her virtual version of herself is looking amazing. And that's what she uses to create content out there. And that's what we're going to be able to do before this training actually ends. The last example that I'll give you is a similar one, where like this person that you see right here, they are actually also creating a virtual twin of themselves. You see, this is the real person right here to the left. But this one, if I'm honest, this one actually looks better, right? Like, I don't know, she just looks better right here on the right. But my point is that you are able to create content and share it with a virtual version of yourself without you having to show your face. And that's what we're going to be talking about and helping each other to do. Inside of this training. So you will be able to do that when we are done with this. Okay, so the 5-part Faceless AI income system works like this. You see this diagram right here at the top. It's these 5 basic steps. Number 1, you are going to create an AI avatar, just like I showed you right now, those people there. You create an AI avatar to represent you or to represent your business. It can look like you or it can be just someone different, but they're the ones who are going to be representing your business. What you then do with that AI avatar is that you're going to create a lot of content. Remember what I said earlier on, I had to record a lot of videos in order to grow a business, but now you use the AI to create a lot of content. And the nice part about this is that, like normally it would take me maybe a day to record one video that I post on YouTube. With AI, you can record multiple videos at once. Why? Because it's AI that's doing it. It's not you. AI doesn't get tired. AI doesn't need to sleep. So you create content, right? And then that content, when you post it online, like let's say maybe on a platform like Instagram or TikTok, it's going to help you to build an audience. People start to know you, to like you and trust you, and then you build an audience. And then with that audience, you then tell them about some products that you have on sale, right? It can be one product, it can be many different products, but you're basically just offering them something. And it's not to say that all of them are going to buy, but some of them are going to buy. And the more content you create, the more people buy, right? Which will then result in income. People ask, okay, why do content creators post content online? One of the reasons, sometimes it's because they just enjoy what they're doing, but one of the reasons is because the more you get people's attention, the more you can sell stuff to them, right? And the more people whose attention you get, the more your income keeps growing. So this is the 5-part system that I'm going to be showing you how you can actually implement. And let me just give you some examples of some people who are practically implementing this system. Okay, so there are a couple of links here. This is one of them. His name is Matteo Kras or Matteo Fitz. And I'll just scroll through here. You see this guy, this big guy who's eating some Doritos over there. He's this guy. He's the same guy, right? So this page is basically his story where he was showing what he used to look like. This is what he used to look like, right? And then this is what he looks like now. Let me just play one of the videos, maybe the Doritos one. The music guy, so fine, this American pie, drove my Chevy to the lit. Yeah. Okay, so let me summarize what's happening here. He's showing what he used to look like, right? But then he got divorced. And one of the reasons why he got divorced is because his wife was no longer attracted to him, right? And so he calls it the divorce effect. So after his wife left him, he then went and started working out on himself. And this is what he looks like now. But can I tell you something funny about this account? This is 100% AI. How do I know? Because I'm able to create accounts like this, and I am in connection with the person who actually created this. I don't know them on a personal level, but I know the person who created this is one of the people that I actually follow. And so what he does is that he uses this content to sell a product. You see this link right here. People come and click on this link, or they maybe just comment something in his comments, and then he tells them that if you want to look like me, you need to buy this product. You see, they are able to buy this product. It's going for £29. You can buy 2, you can buy 3, you can buy 4, you can buy as many as you want. He's basically telling people that this is what helped him to look the way that he looks. But I'm telling you, this guy is 100% AI generated. I'm going to show you in a few minutes how you can actually make someone like this for yourself, right? So you can use AI to promote products. Here's another person right here. We actually looked at this person earlier, but this is just another video. Okay, let me just read it for you in case you can't read what's there. It's not clear. This is my AI twin. I made her in 32 minutes and she's already made me $347,000. She's an American, right? I must be crazy because I'm giving away my entire step by step for free. Comment AI. She's telling us that this is her AI twin. This is not actually her. She created this AI avatar and it's helped her to make $347,000. Let me just take you to her personal page here. So this is actually a real person, right? This is a real person. This photo here, that's a real person. And I followed her story. What happened is that like she would create content and she'd get tired. And she's a mom, she's married, and like she'd get tired, like she'd make a bit of money from creating content until she discovered that she could make an AI version of herself. Remember this video, we just watched it. She made an AI version of herself and then was able to create way more content faster. Plus, she learned how to make videos that people want to watch. And then that resulted in her making the money that we just saw her making right now. She said 374,000 US dollars, right? By creating lots and lots and lots of content. 90% of the pictures that you're seeing here in the videos, it's her AI twin. It's no longer her. Sometimes she shows herself that like she's and then she comes and maybe just tells a story, but she's now just using AI to represent her on the internet. But the funny thing is that most people don't even know that it's AI, right? Like if I play this video, if you really look at it carefully, you realize like the buildings look weird. Like, why is there no one at the back there? Why? Because this is her AI version. It's not a real person. Okay, so that's what we'll be able to do. Here's another crazy example of an account that is doing some crazy, crazy, crazy numbers. And you see what I mean by that. So this one
Jews is 4%. For Christians, it's 50%. Want to know why? Jewish women marry for compatibility. The Goyim marry for feeling.
let me just pause it there. This account, why I say it's going crazy, it's because it's a new account. I saw this account when it started. I think it had, I saw it when it had about 8,000 followers. Right now, it's on 1.2 million followers. And I'm telling you, this account is not even 2 months old, right? It's not even 2 months old. But the reason why it's got 1.2 million is because they are making content that is absolutely going viral. Like, for example, if you look at this video has got 3.6 million views. This one has got 1.2 million views. So what's happening here is that this is just a Jewish man who's explaining why the Jews are super rich and most people in the rest of the world, they don't have as much money as Jews. And then he's just exposing their secrets. And then what he then does is that in every video, he tells people that if you want to learn our secrets as the Jews, comment this word and I will send you a link to the book that can help you to have income like us. And then they come to his website and then they buy a product for $9. Ladies and gentlemen, this person is AI generated. Even if you just go to the videos after I say these few sentences, you'll be able to see it for yourself. You notice that he's always sitting in the same position. The only thing that moves is his head and just his hands movements. Those are signs that that's actually AI. You'll be able to generate these images or videos like this by the time we are done with this training. So I've got some other examples that I can also show you here, but because of time, I'm not just going to go through all of them. Here's another one who's called Dr. Salori. What he does is that he teaches people about traditional ways or simple ways that you can actually heal yourself for whatever like disease or challenge that you're facing in your body. And he's always by the corner here, and there's always a video that's just demonstrating what he's talking about at the back. For example, here he's showing people that you can lose weight by putting lemons and ginger and just making some concoction and then drink that. And then you see all those people are commenting health, 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 because they want a link to something that he's selling. And just like everyone else that I just showed you, there's a link in his bio. They will go to the link in his bio. They will buy the product that he's selling. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the new way that people are making money online. And like for every account that I just showed you here, you don't know who the original business owner is. It could be an 18-year-old child sitting in his mother's house, right? But he's pretending or he is representing himself as some old man teaching people about medical remedies, right? That's the new opportunity that's there to make money with AI. And that's what we're talking about. And that's what you'll be able to do by the end of this training, right? So now let me show you practically how you can actually do this for yourself, right? A system that you can follow to be able to implement this. Now, the first thing that I would do is that I would go to this platform, Pinterest.com. Anyone can sign up here. And I basically use it for finding images that represent the type of person that I want to create as an avatar. For example, I'm just going to click here. And let's say that maybe I want to create an AI avatar that does real estate, right? I want to get maybe a mature looking man black, and maybe let's say he's in maybe his 40s or 50s, and he's going to be teaching people about how to get started with real estate. All I need to do is just come here and type and say black, mature, handsome man in formal, right? I'm just going to type something like that. Anyone can do this, right? You're just going to come and look for an image that represents the type of person that you want to use as your AI avatar. Now, for example, I'm seeing this man here. I'm just going to click on this, and I like this photo of this guy. So what I'm just going to do is that I'm just going to download this photo and save it on my computer. And then the next step is that I'm just going to go to ChatGPT. And remember, ChatGPT is free for anyone to use. You can create a ChatGPT account, and in fact, if you stay around until later on, I'll show you how you can actually get an account for free, or you can learn how to do what I'm doing here. So what I'll then do is that I'll just simply go to ChatGPT, and then I'm going to put that image. I can locate the image on my computer by clicking the plus here. I just dragged it because I had saved it. Then I'm going to say to ChatGPT, please, or let me just use the chat feature to show you how cool AI is. Please create a prompt for me to recreate this image. So ChatGPT heard me talking there, and then it just typed what I said, and then it's going to create a prompt for me, right? A prompt simply means instructions, right? Instructions that you can tell an AI to recreate something. So then now, this is the prompt that is created for me, okay? This is the instructions that I'm looking for. I'm going to click copy like this, and then I'm going to go and find another tool, which is called OpenArt, right? OpenArt is a tool that you can use to generate images. It's the tool that I use to create my own AI avatars. And I'm just going to show you examples of avatars that I've personally have created. For example, we're doing this for one of our clients. This is one of my avatars. Maybe I'll show it later on in the training. These are all different avatars that I've been able to create. All these are images that have been generated with AI. And the nice part about them is like you can see how realistic they actually look. Like this is someone that I created. You'll be able to do this using this AI tool, right? So on this tool, you're just going to come here where it says images, and then you're going to say create an image, right? And then this section pops up. And then what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to paste what ChatGPT wrote for me. I'm just going to paste it in there, right? There are the details. And then I can come here and see the specifics of how I want it to look like. For example, I'm going to change here where it says the size. I want it to fit into a phone, right? So to look like the shape of a phone. So I'm going to just put it on that setting there. Then I'm just going to change here and put it on 2K or 4K. These basically mean better picture quality. Then for output setting, let me see. Yeah, I've made those changes there. And then number of pages, let me just change this to, yeah, we can just do 2. And then I'm just going to click on create. And then what it's going to do is that it's going to start generating the image to make a new image that I can use as my avatar. Now, it took 1 or 2 minutes for the image to be generated. I cut that part out, but this is what we get as a result. This is our AI avatar. This is the person that has been generated by AI that we can now use to represent our business. So all I need to do now is just simply download this image. I'm going to click download here, download it as a PNG, and then I'll show you what the next step is. Next, I'm going to open another tab, and then I'm going to look for this software, which is called HeyGen. HeyGen is the tool that I use to get AI avatars to actually talk. For example, if I show you some of the avatars that I have created, if I quickly play this video here, you see that this is like a woman who's just sitting in a car and then she's talking. Let me just play that quickly.
If you hate being on camera, AI just solved your biggest problem. You can literally create an AI version of yourself to make your content.
Okay, you see what you're saying. If you hate being on camera, you can create an AI version of yourself to be on camera on your behalf. So what I want to do now is that I just want to come back here to the home page, and then I'm going to look for this option at the bottom which says photo to video. I'm going to click on that. And then basically now I can create a script and upload an image and then get it to talk. So I'm just going to click here and then locate that image that I want to use. For example, I'm just going to take this one of the man that we created and then say open. And then there's our AI avatar. Then next, I need to tell him what I want him to say. We refer to that as a script. So I'm just going to write something quickly here, and then I show you what happens next. Okay, so I've just written something quickly there. Hello and welcome to this quick training where Marshall will be showing you how to create an AI avatar you can use to represent your real estate business. My name is Isaac, and I'm the #1 real estate agent in South Africa, right? So that's what I want him to say. And then next, I just need to choose what type of voice he has. And I can do it just by clicking here. And then to the right here, there are a couple of settings that I can use to find the ideal voice. So this one that says Zoe is the one that I normally use for my female avatars, but I want to change that. So I'm just going to click here and then say all voices so that I can find a voice that sounds like a man. Now the software is going to give you lots of different voices that you can choose from. I'm just going to choose one quickly. Also, you can also just come here and then just search. For example, I'm going to say deep male voice, and then it shows me lots of different voices for men. And I can just simply play it like this to test whether it's the voice that I want to use or not.
Hey there, here's how I sound. Hope you like it. The right voice brings avatar videos to life.
Okay, that one sounds nice and deep. Let me just play one more. This one called Luca.
Hey there, here's how I sound. Hope you like it.
Definitely doesn't sound like him.
Hey there, here's how I sound. Hope you like it.
Okay, so I found this one which is called Hank. I like it. So I'm just going to click on Hank like this. And then I'm going to say save. And now once I've done that, I just click on this arrow pointing up. And then it's going to start generating a video. So now if I come here to the left and I say see all, I'll be able to see the progress of the video. As you can see, it's currently on 31%. I just need to give it a few seconds to maybe 1 or 2 minutes, and then it'll be done. So about 2 minutes have passed and the video is now done. And so now I can actually play it and you can hear what it sounds like. Let's play it. I just need to click on the video. I'm just going to click on this play option here.
Hello and welcome to this quick training, where Marshall will be showing you how to create an AI avatar you can use to represent your real estate business. My name is Isaac, and I'm the #1 real estate agent in South Africa who can help you to find your perfect home.
Awesome. So that's how simple and easy it is to actually create your own AI avatar. And so also like the voice, I like the voice when I heard it earlier on, but now I feel like it sounds really way too deep. So you can edit it, right? You can edit the way that the voice actually sounds. And just to show you what I was able to do with many other of my AI avatars, like here's one of my main ones. Her name is Maya. You can actually just look her up. It's just a new account that I created and it's starting to grow very well. You can actually create your avatar to be in different locations. For example, here she's in her car, she's wearing pink, here she's wearing green, here she's at a podcast interview. You can put your avatar in so many different places. The point I'm trying to make is that you can be able to put your AI avatar into any settings and get them to able to say and do almost anything that you can imagine. Now, most people would stop here. They will just find these tools that I just showed you. They'll create an AI avatar, they get excited, and then nothing happens. But remember what I said earlier on, if you want to make money from all this, from using AI, you need to build a system that actually matters. And the system that I spoke about earlier on, the AI income system, is this one that you're going to create an AI avatar just like I showed you. You're going to use it to create multiple pieces of content, right? That content is then going to help you to build up an audience. And then that audience, you then sell it to your products. It can be any type of product. It can be a physical product. It can be a digital product, anything that you can think of. And then the more you make offers and like tell people about your products, that's how you're going to be making money for yourself. It's a very simple system that anyone can implement. It's so simple that I broke it down into a 7-day action plan. Now, you actually can do all this in 1 day, but I just like to break it into 7 days. Why? Because I understand we are all busy people. And sometimes it's difficult for you maybe just to do one task in just 1 day. So you can just break it up into these 7 days and then you'll be doing this. For example, day number 1, you're going to pick your niche. When I say niche, I mean like what type of products do you want to sell? Do you want to sell products for people who want to lose weight? Do you want to sell products for people who have got medical problems and they need to eat healthy? Do you want to sell products about AI? Anything, right? You just simply need to choose the niche that you are in. Day number 2, you're going to create your AI avatar to represent your brand. The same way that I showed you, you're going to generate an AI avatar, an image of someone that you want to represent your business. Day number 3, you're going to write 10 simple scripts to guide your video content, right? And in order for you to write these scripts, you don't have to think of them from your head. You can actually use AI to be able to do that. In fact, maybe I'll just show you later on how simple and easy it is to do that. When we say a script, we mean what exactly the AI avatar is going to be saying. So use AI for that. Day number 4, you choose your avatar's voice. Like I showed you, I chose a voice for that guy, and I even said that I don't like that voice, right? I can go and change it and find a better voice. I can keep trying different voices until I find the right voice that I feel like, you know what, this is what he actually should sound like. Okay. And then day number 5, you're going to generate the videos. Remember on day number 3, you wrote scripts, right? Day 5, you then actually create the videos. Just like I showed you, you take a script, you post it into that Hagen software, and then you start generating the scripts, right? And then day number 6, you're going to create an optimized social media account, right? And I'm going to show you what this looks like just now. It just basically means that it's an account where you can start posting content, but there are a few things that you need to do with it. And then day 7, you're going to post content consistently and start profiting. In other words, you start posting content and then you're going to do that for a long period of time. And then that's how you're going to be making money. And just to show you an example of an optimized account, I already showed you this man earlier on, but he is basically using the same approach that I showed you, the AI income system, where it's an avatar, content, audience, offer, and then income. If you look at this right here, you see he's following that exact same step. First and foremost, he is the AI avatar, right? This old man right here, he's the avatar. Then content, he's creating lots of content, right? Some of it is getting 4,000 views, some of it is getting 3.5 million views, right? But he just keeps posting content. And then he builds an audience by posting all this content, right? And then he tells them about an offer. Hey, go and click the link in my bio. There's a link in my bio. There's a link in my bio. That link in the bio leads people to a product that he's selling. He's selling this book called The Real Estate Cheat Code. People buy that book, right? And then it results in sales. That's basically how he's making all his money. It's a very simple system that anyone can implement for themselves. The next step is to simply do what you just learned. As simple and as easy as that. If you stop this video right now, stop watching this video and go and implement everything that I've said, trust me, in a couple of days or a couple of weeks, you're going to make your first sale. And then eventually you're going to start making a lot of money for yourself. Now, many people have been trying this. In fact, I'm part of a community where we are all implementing this whole business model, right? And as you can see, lots of people are reporting that they've made their first sale. And the nice thing about every single person that you see here, these are all beginners, right? They are all beginners. This one says, just made my first digital product sale, and I'm so happy for that. This one says, I posted Sandy's first reel, and this made a sale in 24 hours. When she says, I posted my first reel, for Sandy. Sandy is the avatar that she created. She named it as Sandy, right? And within 24 hours, she made her first sale. This one says, this is from my stories on Facebook. Y'all, I'm old school. Who else is promoting this sale? Not one, but 2 sales already this morning. That's $314, right? She made $314 in the morning, right? 2 more sales last night. One person bought 2 products. A great week. There are so many different people who are actually making money from this, and they are all beginners, right? Now, what happens if you choose not to do this or you choose not to adapt, right? What's going to happen if you say that, okay, I'm just going to ignore this, I'm not going to pay attention to this whole AI thing? AI will change the content marketing. Content marketing is simply how people create content and then they share it on the internet. Most of the people that you're seeing out there are people who are creating that content, but eventually AI is changing it such that it's actually AI that's creating the content. And the people who learn it early will win, right? AI is changing the game, it's changing the landscape, and the people who learn it early will win. You are actually early. This is a new trend that is starting, and you are actually early to jump into it. I'm sure you've seen, like in the past, like there were always those opportunities that you wish that if I jumped on this thing earlier on, I would have made lots of money. I think about, like, for example, Bitcoin in 2014. Someone told me to buy Bitcoin. I actually bought some. I think I bought some for about $100, and then I didn't see the value. I think I spent it or something, and I was left with maybe about $10. Finally, when I understood how Bitcoin actually works in 2022, 2023, and I remembered, by the way, I've got Bitcoin somewhere, I went and checked. That $10 that I had left, it had turned into about $700, right? And I was thinking to myself, if I had just added more money and I kept on saving, I would have so much money. But because I was ignorant, I didn't see the opportunity, I missed out on that opportunity. So you should not miss out on this AI opportunity as well. The people who wait will be competing against AI creators. In other words, if you choose to learn how to use AI now and implement it, you are going to win. See this part where it says win, you're going to win. But if you choose to wait, you are going to be competing against other people who took advantage of it and you didn't. Right. So you can try to build this alone, right? You can try and go ahead and implement everything that I've shown you in this training, or you can plug into a structured system where everything is laid out for you. I want to show you a structured system that you can actually implement. But like I said, if you want, you can actually build it alone. You can stop watching right now and go and implement. And yes, you will get results eventually. Or you can learn from a structured system. Now, let me tell you about the structured system that I've actually set up. It's called the Skool of AI, right? And let me just show you what it actually looks like. So this is the School of AI that you're seeing right here. It's a community that I've created quite recently, right? And it's specifically to help people who want to learn about AI and use it to make money for themselves and use it to grow their current businesses, right? In this, you will find video courses that teach you what you need to know specifically about AI avatars, like I've shown you, but it's also a growing community where we're going to be introducing and creating more courses about everything to do with AI. That's why it's called the school. Yes, the spelling is kind of weird because we just wanted to be cool like that. So it's called the School of AI so that it can be the #1 community in the world, because we want to make it global for people who want to learn about AI. And some of the things that you'll be learning are, for example, how to create an AI avatar and monetize it, right? Like, okay, now that I've got this avatar, this AI person online, how do I make money from it? We've got modules that teach you how to do that, right? And then there's the AI money roadmap, where it teaches you 10 different ways that people are making money in 2026. If you choose any one of those 10, you are guaranteed you're going to make a whole lot of money, because that's currently working with AI. Then we've got a whole complete AI avatar income system where we show you step by step how to create these AI avatars. Like, for example, I was just explaining very fast right now, and maybe you felt like, okay, it was too fast, I didn't understand some things. You can come and watch the tutorials at your own pace. You can watch them over and over again and learn step by step how to create the avatars. For example, I show you how to generate the images. I show you how to find the correct voice. I show you how to make it look more natural and not look like it's an AI robot. So all those trainings are inside of this community. Not only do you just get video trainings, right? But you also get access to a community where you can actually ask questions. For example, people are coming here and they're posting and they're asking questions, and I'm there with my team and we're answering all the questions, and we're just basically helping people. And as you can see here, there are lots of people who are inside of the community who have started posting that, like, they've made their first AI avatar, and we're celebrating with them and we're just encouraging them. Not only that, but also every single week, right? On Wednesdays, we have got a live training. As you can see, all these are events that are scheduled where we go live. I am in there, I'm answering people's questions, I'm helping people. Marshall, my business is not growing. What should I do? My AI avatar business. I get there, I give them advice, I show them exactly what they need to do. This is specifically for those people who feel like they need like coaching online rather than just watching a course where they just watch and then they're left alone. So you get that support inside of that community. And not only that, but also, like, if you come here and click on where it says map, you see that there are lots of people inside of this community. And remember, it's a growing community of people from around the world. You will be able to recognize people who are near to you. At the start of this community, we just launched it about 3 weeks ago. Most of the people are from South Africa. So let's say, like, for example, I'm in Cape Town right here. If I want to meet up with people who are in Cape Town to talk about AI avatars, I can actually identify the people here. This map tells me who is there, and I can just send them a message and say, hey, let's meet up for coffee and talk about our AI avatars. That way, you'd never feel alone, right? You'd never feel alone. You'd always have a support system that helps you and helps you to grow. Right. That's the whole idea of making this an actual community. And then the other thing that is also awesome about this community is that we've got this opportunity here where you can actually earn with us, right? Now, to explain what I mean by you can actually earn with us, this community is a community that costs $20 per month to be part of the community, right? It's a monthly membership where you just pay $20 to be part of the community. And if you tell someone about the community, right, that's if you find value in it and you feel like, hey, so-and-so, I think you should join here as well. If you tell them about it, you can earn 40% of the money that they pay. And then that money comes to you every single month as long as they remain part of the community. Why are we charging $20 per month and not once off? It's because we keep updating the content, right? The content is growing, right? AI keeps changing almost on a daily basis. So you need to be kept in the know on what's new and what's currently working. So I'm in there, my team is in there, and we're updating the stuff. So what you learn today might not be what's working 7 months from now. So you want to be part of the community to keep learning what I should be implementing now, not what I should have implemented 7 months ago. Secondly, because we do the live trainings on a weekly basis, it helps so that we can be consistent to keep doing those trainings. And also another thing to note that is currently at $20 for now. It's what we call a founding members fee. right? Founding members, meaning that we're just starting this community. As you can see, there are currently 36 people. But once we get to 100 members, we're taking the price up to $47 because that's the price that we had intended to sell this community from the start. But just because I've got some former students and I told them I'm going to give them a discount, that's why we put it at this price. And so if you want to get that former student, even though you might not be a former student of mine, but if you want to get that discount price, you can pay $20 today. There's going to be a link below this video that you can click on. It's a link or a button. Click on it, and then you'll be able to register and sign up for this community. What you'll be signing up to get is that you're going to be getting the courses, for example, the AI avatar income system. You're going to be getting weekly live workshop trainings. You're going to be getting templates and checklists. You're going to be getting prompts. There's the fact that you can be an affiliate for 40%, and then community and accountability. But now I know some of you probably, as you're watching this, you have got a couple of questions that you might have. So I just want to answer some of them in case you have got some questions, right? The first question you might have is, but Marshall, I'm not a technical person. Yes, you watched me demonstrating some parts, and then you are probably thinking, hey, this looks complicated. Guess what? That's why we recorded the videos so that you can watch them at your own pace. And I recorded them in as simple way as possible so that even complete beginners can be able to follow the steps and be able to get results. And remember what I said earlier on, it's about building the right system. I don't teach you complicated things. I only show you a system and what actually works so that you can get some results. What if you're saying, I don't want to show my face? Like I've just showed you many examples of people who are not showing their faces. They just created these AI avatars, and then those AI avatars represent them. So if you follow the system, you'll be able to have an asset. I call it an asset. You'll be able to have an asset or your own AI twin or an AI person who'll be representing your business and getting you clients, so you don't have to worry about showing your face ever. Trust me, this is like one of the best and biggest opportunities right now, especially for people who are introverts, people who are not good on camera, and people who are maybe just shy. I don't know what to sell, right? If you feel like, but Marshall, I don't know what I should be selling, like if I was to join this thing. One of the things that I'm so proud about this community is that we actually have got a specific module that shows you how to monetize your AI avatar. You see this right here. If you click on this, you're going to get trainings that show you how to find products that you can sell. For example, one of them is that you can promote the community, and I already spoke about that already. And then I show you how to find products that you can sell using AI. I don't want to click on that because it's private information. I reserving it specifically for our students. But if I was to click here, you'd actually see like we've got some instructions that you can give to AI, and AI is going to come up with all the products for you in just minutes. You don't have to worry about, but what am I going to be promoting? It will do all the research for you. And then you just simply need to choose and say that, okay, this is what I'm going to choose. And then we've got our avatar scorecard where basically you're able to measure and see from maybe these 5 ideas that I have, this is the best one. Then we've got the recommended niches, meaning that, okay, you can choose whatever you want to promote, but these are the 7 ones that we think are the best ones for you. And then lastly, we also show you different websites where you can sign up to get products that you can actually promote. So basically what I'm saying is that you will know what to promote by joining this community because we show you exactly what you need to promote. Someone else might be asking, but isn't the market saturated? No, the market is not saturated. We are still early right now. You might now start seeing people talking about AI right now in lots of spaces, but trust me, there are billions of other people out there who have never heard about AI and it's not been implemented in their lives. You can become someone who is an implementer, not just a consumer, not someone who's just buying products that other people are selling, but you can have your own business where you're using AI as a tool to help you to grow your business or to start a business or to launch a business. So definitely the market is not saturated. And then there's some other people who might feel like, but Marshall, I'm so busy and I don't have time. That's exactly why we use a system. A system helps you to cut out all the unnecessary stuff and focus only on what matters. You can run this business only working on it maybe 1 or 2 hours a day. In fact, we actually show you a way that you can just sit down for maybe, let's say, a couple of hours, do a bit of work, which will last you the next maybe 7 days. And you don't need to touch your business again in that space of time. Why? Because you're using AI as your main leverage. It's the one that does the work. You just need to know how to tell it to do the work on your behalf. And the other question you might be asking yourself is, but Marshall, can't I learn these things by watching YouTube videos? Of course, you can learn everything that I'm teaching you by watching YouTube videos. The only challenge that YouTube has is that YouTube gives you a lot of information, and a lot of that information might not be the right information. Yes, if you've got hours and hours and days that you can commit to just watching content on YouTube, definitely you can learn what I'm training you here. But it's going to take you your time, it's going to take you your effort, and then you need to filter through all that information to find the information that is right and relevant to help you to get started. So this community is specifically designed to help you cut through the noise so that you know specifically what exactly you should be working on. That's why we created this community, and that would be the great reason for you to sign up for the community. So once again, like I said, it's going for $20 per month. That's for the first 100 people who sign up. And then after that, we take the price to $47. So also in the future, if you're watching this video and then you go and you see that the price is not $20, this is the reason why. So if I was you, I wouldn't miss out on this opportunity to get it at that low rate. When you sign up for $20, it's $20 for life. It doesn't mean that the price will then change to $47 for you later on. It remains at $20 for life as long as you're a member. So now, having said all that, if building a Faceless AI income system makes sense to you, the next thing for you to do simply is just to join. Right? Join if you're someone who is committed to learning, someone who wants to take advantage of this new booming opportunity and wants to make something of themselves using AI. Once again, my name is Marshall. I'm excited for you and I can't wait to see you on the inside as we help you to grow your own business using AI without showing your face. For those who join, I'll see you on the inside. God bless and take care.